What's up, guys? We're going to do our fantasy football show. It's our first time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our past week results, and what we're going to do is our upcoming week predictions. So we have to remember that we're doing a PPR league, so point per reception. Every time you catch the ball, whether you're a wide receiver, a tight end, or running back, you get an extra point. So heading to our week 4 results, starting at the QB position. Deshaun Watson, he had 283 pass yards, 4 touchdowns, an interception, 24 rush yards, and a rushing touchdown, for a grand total of 33.72 points.
And going to the running back position, Le'Veon Bell had a very great game of 144 rushing yards. He had 2 touchdowns and 42 receiving yards, adding up to a grand total of 34.60 points.
Switching to the wide receiver position, DeAndre Hopkins, Deshaun Watson's favorite wide receiver, they both played on Clemson together. He had 107 yards receiving and 1 touchdown for 26.7 points.
And now to a bit of a sleeper from the Cincinnati Bengals, Tyler Kroft. This man had 68 yards and 2 touchdowns for a grand total of 24.80 points.
Switching over to this week, week 5 of the upcoming week, I'm going to start with the sleeper position. Latavius Murray from the Vikings. With Dalvin Cook's injury, he had an ACL tear, very unfortunate, but he is now splitting time with Jared McKinnon, going against the Bears defense, which is 28th in the league. You have to start Latavius Murray.
For my sleeper this week, I'm going with Brian Hoyer. And he's going against a Colts defense that, mind you, is second to last in passing defense. They're absolutely brutal. You need to start Brian Hoyer this week.
And for my bust, I love this guy, but he's getting to the end of his career, I think. Phillip Rivers going against the Giants. They're both 0-4. He has had a couple rough starts, but I'm going to say he is my bust this week.
My bust this week, believe it or not, is Kareem Hunt, the rookie who plays for the Chiefs. Look, he's playing against Houston, and they have the 6th best rush defense, and I just don't see him going anywhere this week.
Yeah, I agree. Now switching over to the starter position, Tariq Cohen. He's splitting time with Jordan Howard, but believe it or not, he may be available in your fantasy leagues. You have to start him. He catches roughly about 5 to 8 catches a game, rushes the ball a good amount of time. He's going against a bad Vikings defense, and he's a must start, I think.
And then to my starter, which is actually pretty funny because no one really thinks he's any good, it's Josh McCown. He's going against a Browns defense that is absolutely brutal, and I just think he's going to have a field day.
All right, now switching over to the sit-em category. Cam Newton, Superman. He's going against the #1 defense, the Detroit Lions. The Lions have 7 interceptions, 4 fumble recoveries, and 3 touchdowns. Sit Cam Newton.
This week, whatever you do, you need to sit Jay Cutler. He's going against the Titans defense that is very good. The Titans aren't going to score many points. I don't think Jay Cutler is either.
And switching over to the bowl prediction. This is the best part. Aaron Jones, he's owned in 67% of ESPN leagues, with Ty Montgomery questionable with his ribs. Jones played last week and got 10.9 points. Pretty good. So he will get over 15 points against the Cowboys defense.
And for my bold prediction, I'm going with the Chicago Bears beating the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. Look, Mitch Trubisky, it's his first start. I think he's going to have a field day against the Vikings. I saw him in the preseason. He looked very, very well.
So that wraps up our first episode of Fantasy Football. Stay tuned for more.